Welcome to the 2020 Brewtubers Online Brewers Club Yeast Experiment. Brought to you by our proud sponsors. Woody's Homebrew Store. Use code BREWTUBERS for 10% off your entire order and get free shipping on any order over $58. Go to www.woodyshomebrew.com. Imperial Yeast, a half stainless steel mash panel sponsor of the Brewtubers Online Brewers Club, an official yeast provider of the Yeast Experiment. Imperial Yeast offers brewers of all sizes access to world-class yeast and the best possible customer and technical support. Be sure to grab a pack or two now at your local homebrew shop or Woody's Homebrew. And lastly, Hopsteiner, the official hops provider of the 2020 Yeast Experiment. Get brewing.
Next. So I guess there was 13 total beers. Oh God, this is funny. This makes me crack up. Anyone that's ever seen Clerks, the movie Clerks, this one's called Berserk. Nice. Berserker! Sorry, anyways.
Let me double check, make sure I get all the water out.
You go ahead and do that. I'm going to do this receipt. Let's see, maniacal yeast, Berserker. I can't say Berserker without going Berserker. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, Google on YouTube or whatever, search Berserker Clerks, the video. And you'll see.
They've seen that movie. It's a classic.
Yeah, it's the original Clerks. All right, Berserker Maniacal. Another one I've never actually had. Berserker. Sounds cool.
All right, 1066 to 1012. It's on the higher end from some of the we've had.
Okay.
7.09% is what they're saying the alcohol is on it. Fermented at 90 degrees. So we've had several of them that are been on that warmer end.
Trying to find something about this. Who the hell is at my door?
Brewed for about 5 days. Or fermented for 5 days, I should say.
Okay, we're just going to try this one.
Yeah,
I can't find anything about it. I Googled it. Who's at my door? Cut? I feel like just not answering that. Maybe they'll go away. Sounds like a package. Definitely a package.
That's a package.
That is a truck. All right. Maniacal Berserker. See, it's all like just people saying they used it, but I can't find.
Yeah, I'm not saying what it is.
Maybe the Facebook page? That'd be a first that I have to go to a Facebook page to get a description. Right. Let's go ahead.
Well, let's do what it tastes like.
Okay. Good hiss.
Yep. Sounds right.
Did we figure out who this was from? We're starting to get sloppy on these reviews here. We're not even seeing who they're from.
I'm not seeing the name.
Another one with no name?
Yeah. No name. We'll just call them Blue Tape. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't find a website with information on this. Oh, here we go. Hold on. Maniacal Yeast online shop.
Okay.
Interesting.
Wow.
Okay, we're just going to go with this one.
Yeah, let's just try it. I'm not sure about the website.
Okay, this smells like something else. Oh, what the hell style is it? Oh my God! I know exactly what that is, but I can't think of it. It smells like a some sort of Belgian or something. I've smelled this exact smell in a beer. Okay, again, I'm not gonna make like you worry. It's good smell.
Yeah. Different
smell, completely different from any of the other ones.
One of those that you find from one of the various monk groups that make beer.
Yeah. Completely different smell from the other ones, so that's good. It's a unique one. It smells sour, I think is what it is.
Yeah.
All right, let's try it. That's what it is. It's some sort of sour yeast.
Yeah.
But it's not too sour.
No, it's not.
It's got some funkiness to it, and funkiness is a good word, but not like totally.
It sweetens it a little bit, I think.
Yeah, it's not like a pucker. It's not like a Berliner Weiss or a really strong Berliner Weiss or something that's got like a huge amount of like pucker to it. It's got some sort of funk and sourness to it, but it's not like a warhead or anything like that.
No.
Oh man, it tastes. Oh my god, it tastes just like something.
Yeah, I recognize this.
This one's bothering me, man. And I mean that it's bothering that I can't come up with what it is. This tastes just like something that I've had recently, or man, that bothers. Okay, I can't do it. It's some sort of.
I figure it out. There's something almost candy-like about it, but not like, but still not like it's super sweet or super sour, but
Exactly. I agree. That's where I was heading with the Belgian. When you said the candy like, kind of like a Belgian candy type thing, but not super sweet either. And the sour is not super sour. It's just kind of.
It still has its IPA elements to it. It still
Yeah.
has the hoppiness there, and it still has.
It's more subdued than some of the other ones, but yeah, it's there. Man, what was this one called? Berserker?
Berserker.
I cannot find anything about this.
Check over the
I really wish I could because
check the.
this is going to bother me.
Well, that's a problem. I mean, it's not a problem. I mean, I can read that language, but it's a problem because I don't think they intend for that.
There's nothing on the bottle that says anything.
No. For those of you wondering, the website was not in English, but I don't know why it was in Latin.
He's a Latin teacher, by the way. Yeah, okay. I don't know, man. It tastes just like something that I'm very familiar with, and yet I can't put my finger on it, which is why it's bothering me. We're spending too much time. We don't have much. We don't have much film time here.
That's true.
We really should have not done this on the fly. I will edit most of this out. Okay, hold on. Maybe the Milk the Funk website has it. My boy Dan Pixley, man. We go way back. One of the original YouTubers, Brewtubers, before Brewtubers existed, back when we all used to film back in the old days, Dan Pixley was very one of the main guys with us. Good guy. He's really into sours, and he's one of the founders and chief people behind this Milk the Funk website, which is all about souring and yada, yada, yada. So I'm getting links to that. All right, well, I don't know. I think it's some sort of funky something going on.
Yeah.
It's good. It's obviously brewed very well. Probably the most unique one out of all of them so far. I don't know if you'd say the same thing, but I feel like this is the most different.
Definitely the most unique.
Yeah,
Um,
it's good. But we're gonna have to move on to the next one. And whoever brewed it, good work.
oh, Jerry. Brewmaster Jerry.
That's who brewed it.
Apparently, it says Brewtuber's Yeast Experiment 2020. Brewmaster Jerry brews up a special brew with Berserker for the experiment.
Okay.
So,
Brewmaster.
Jerry, go to his YouTube page and he'll tell you all about the yeast, I'm sure. It's a 30-minute video, so I don't have a chance to look it up right now, but I bet he'll tell you about it.
Good beer, man. I'm going to do some research on that one after the fact. This was on the fly. Some people are a lot better with production value, as I showed you, and their research. I like to do things almost live. None of this was scripted.
Not at all.
We are on quarantine because the coronavirus is in the air and we can't go anywhere. We decided to do this on a whim. We didn't research any of this stuff, and we're just drinking them and trying to give our notes on them. So if some of this doesn't make sense, that's probably why.
We looked up one or two of them before we actually started drinking them.
Hello.
And then we just grab them from the fridge and go.
Yeah. So that was an example of one, and it's bothering me because I know I've had something that tastes just like that, and I can't put my finger on it. But it's a good beer.
It is.
It's the most different out of the ones I've said so far. Most of them have been around either the citrus, the peach, the tangerine, maybe a little sweet, maybe not, blah, 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 kind of all in that same category. This one's, and there was one that had a little funk to it, but this one's kind of in its own category.
It's by itself.
And it just shows you what the yeast can do. So that's exactly what we're trying to do here. So great beer, Brewmaster Jerry. Interesting choice in yeast.
Yeah.
We're going to move on to the next one, Scott.
Clean these up.
All right. I need Huckleberry to move out of my way, please. Thank you. All right, so we got 2 left. What are we going to go with? Okay, I know who this one is. This is Wally Feck. Feck this. Pretty interesting. His name's Wally Feck. Feck this. Creative.
Nice.
Feck this, I'm drinking beers. That's basically what we said today while we were quarantined. Feck this. Gonna drink beers. All right, and so you are going for White Labs. Hey, I know Imperial is one of the sponsors, but I didn't do Imperial. I did Yeast. White Labs used to be my go-to. That was the very first yeast I used when I first started brewing 22 years ago. 22 years ago? Is that
No,
right?
that's not right.
No, 18 years ago. How old are we? 33?
We're 33, so it's not
18.
quite as much as you think.
15 years ago?
Yeah, about 15 years ago.
Excuse me. 15 years ago. White Labs.
We mean 12 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. What, is it legal? Is it illegal though? I don't know. Back
No, you
then.
can brew it, you just can't drink it.
Back then, who cared?
No one did.
All right, so let's do. What are we doing? So we're just going to pop it open. Oh, actually, I was looking it up. WLP 644. You pop it open.
All right, WLP 644. Fermentation temp of 75 for 3 days. 85 for
Ooh.
5. And a
Uh-oh.
cold crash at 45 for 4 days. Okay, so this was a complicated one.
Not exactly
Wally
not exactly what I was expecting either. I was thinking some just normal yeast, but this is a Saccharomyces. Good Lord, a bunch of E's that I can't pronounce in this one.
Ooh, some fun French words there for you to try to say.
I think this is going to be a funky one. Let's go to the White Labs website. Belgian strain used traditionally for wild yeast fermentations. Slightly tart beer with delicate mango, pineapple. This wild yeast is popular for styles like American IPA, pale, blondes due to tropical stone fruit flavors and aromas. The Saccharomyces strain can be used in other house strains, blah, 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 blah.
Okay. A lot of different things that could be coming up here.
Yeah, let's try it. I'm feeling some funk.
I am. I'm ready for it. I mean, the last one had a little bit of funk to it. We might have saved all the funk for last. That might be good.
Save the funk for last. Let's make sure we're still recording here. I'm still blue.
Yeah, you're still good.
Yeah, are we still recording up there?
Still recording there.
All right.
The lighter colored one.
Yep. Still hazy.
A little funk in the smell, not super funky.
Yeah. Not too bad. It's not. That's
Well, you know, it said it was used for a wild yeast. It does kind of have a wild smell to it, almost like a farmhouse or something.
I can get that with a little bit of. There's some citrus too there and there. Okay. Cheers.
Launch it.
Interesting. That one went a different direction than I thought it was going to go.
Yeah,
Not based on the aroma. I thought that was going a different direction than it did.
I would agree. Yeah,
Uh,
because it had a, as I said, kind of a wild smell to it. It's got almost a, I mean, it's got that stone fruit taste.
text him and say we're almost on the way. We got one more beer to do. In the back end of it, I'm getting something in the back end. I don't know if that's the stone fruit or if that's part of that wild tartness. There's something there.
There is.
And the more we get towards the end of this, the less I'm figuring out words for these things.
Well, I think part of it, and I hate to say it, is we've had quite a few.
Yeah, I think we're getting a little toasted.
So I don't know how well my taste
We're doing this.
anymore.
Everything you see right now is done back to literally the two of us drinking 13 of these beers. yes, they're all here, but we're finishing them. We're going to have a Frankenbeer at the end.
We started about almost 2 hours ago, not quite.
Yeah, we're feeling a little happy. It's a little warm in here all of a sudden.
Well, you turned off the heat in the air conditioner.
I did turn off the air conditioner. Wally, it's a good beer. Brewed perfectly fine, no off flavors. I think I'm getting some citrus. I'm getting some sort of funk, some tartness, but I can't pinpoint. Like earlier, we were using words like blood orange, and we were using peach and mango. I'm just at this point, I'm just saying things like citrus because I get it, but I can't pinpoint exactly what it is.
Yeah, there's a fruit. I don't know what fruit, but there's a fruit.
There's a fruit, and then there's also some funk, some tart, something coming from that Saccharomyces, that Belgian-y type you use in the farmhouse realm in the smell, but in the taste, it's some sort of tart funk. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's
I'm
good.
Not quite sure.
It's almost like a. This one's almost like a good mixture between kind of an IPA and a. I don't want to say a sour because it's not sour. It's not tart, sour. But it's. When I say sour, I guess maybe the funky type beer, the Belgian-y wild ale or whatever you want to call it. Some sort of mixture between an IPA and a wild ale. I mean, you got that wild kind of thing going on.
It's kind of like the border, I think, between like an IPA and a Saison, maybe?
Maybe that's what it is.
What would that border be? Is this around that border?
I mean, Saisons are typically like kind of peppery and got kind of a lot of phenolics. This doesn't have the peppery flavor, but I get what you're saying that it's also because it's a Belgian Saison, it's kind of got that wild farmhouse type of profile. And I think that you've got something in there going on with that from that yeast. But can't pinpoint the exact wording.
No, I'm not sure what it is.
Good beer, though.
It is.
Feck this. Took you a second. You're like,
I'm
what?
Sorry, it's just,
yeah.
It
took you a second.
I've had a few.
All right. On to the. Is it the last one?
It might be the last
Okay, rinse, because we have a cookout to go to that they're waiting on, and we are behind schedule because we are loading up on beers. Ha! I like this label.
Very colorful.
Yeah.
And it's an Imperial?
Oh my goodness, it's got a government warning on it. That is so professional.
Oh, wow. We're not pregnant, are we? We can't have it? So one of those warnings?
Yeah. Woo! Oh, duh, it's right there. I'm like, who is this? Exit 12 Brewing. It was in the top left corner. So Exit 12 Brewing. Okay, so I know of these guys only because, again, I'm not. I did YouTube many years ago. If you look at my videos, you'll see there's a huge gap.
Yeah.
And there was a certain crowd back then, the likes of Main Brew Guy, S.J. Poor, the Clements. Dean List, you might have even been around back then. There was a certain group then. I quit. I didn't quit, but I've been watching videos. I just haven't been making videos. And now so many more.
For like a 2-year period.
That's true. So many more people have joined since then, and these guys have come aboard, and so I didn't know of them because I wasn't in the group of YouTubers. I know about you through Main Brew Guy. Gary, he's one of my good friends. I visited him a couple times, and he is friends with you guys, I guess. Really talks very highly of you guys. So I've watched a few of your videos. Very entertaining stuff. I think they're in not North Carolina. I think that might be Wrecked Brewing. Exit 12.
Michigan? Marshfield, Michigan? Is that what it says?
Does it say it on there?
What it looks like?
It's a duo, two of them.
Marshfield, Michigan.
Yeah.
Or I think it's Michigan. I'm having a hard... Massachusetts.
Brandon and...
A, not an I. Massachusetts.
Yeah, I can't think of their names. I think it's Brandon and something. Mm-hmm. Anyways, I've watched your videos a couple times. Very entertaining stuff. Main Brew Guy, again, that's how I know of you guys, through him. So this is a good one to end on because...
Imperial. Yeah.
Is this an Imperial one?
Yeah, it's a Joystick A18.
Joystick. I like that name.
Would you like me to read what they did on it?
Sure.
All right.
Well, I'll look it up.
So original gravity was 1065, final gravity 1016, so consistent with what we've been seeing.
Mm-hmm.
They pitched it at 61 degrees. They did one day at 62 degrees. then 5 days at 65 degrees, and then a cold crash for 8 days.
Okay. So this is a clean American brewing yeast strain. Excellent choice for big, high alcohol, hoppy beers. So similar to Flagship. So this is another kind of neutral style.
Yep.
Joystick. I'm interested that Imperial has so many like clean styles.
They do. They really do, don't they?
It seems like. All right, let's try it out.
And I know that they were one of the sponsors of this, so I'm sure that it's, to our benefit as well as theirs to see how many different ways that their yeast can be used.
Exactly. And to just shout out, actually, good time to do so, because Exit 12 has put on here the sponsors for this yeast challenge. Thank you goes out to Imperial Yeast, Woody's Homebrew, and Hopsteiner, 3 of the sponsors there,
Nice.
right on the label. So Exit 12, that was good.
That was good. I mean, that's a beautiful label.
Yeah, it is.
Everyone needs
We saved you for last because it was professional as hell looking.
Yeah.
All right,
That's
so
that's a very clear one too. It's one of the clearer beers we've seen.
yeah, it's clear. It's on the. It's right in the color spectrum of everything. Maybe a little bit
A little bit more coppery than some of the others.
more coppery than those two, at least. Okay, so I'm smelling kind of a clean smell.
I'm liking the smell too.
I'm kind of getting a little of the malt. I'm getting some hops, but it's not a huge amount of hops in your face.
Yeah, you can smell the malt. There's a little bit of a light citrus to it, but not like an overpowering citrus or anything.
Yeah, I'm getting some caramel, some malt, and some hop, but not one or the other. Kind of a balance.
Yeah, it's a balance.
All right, cheers.
This is the only other one like yours that I
Ah.
would say you can taste the malt.
Did you see what I just did?
You immediately reached for it.
I reached for
We
mine.
had the same idea. It's one of the maltier ones.
See, mine's all warm now. So let's do something because I immediately look. That must mean something because we had the same thought without even speaking.
Right.
I reached for it as you were saying it.
It really is the first one since yours that I felt has
Yep.
maltiness to it.
We're doing this on the fly. I'm gonna get a little bit more of mine here because I thought the same thing. I smelled it in Exit 12s. I smelled the caramel, the malt. You could tell that it was
And now you said you used the Y yeast.
me.
Yeah.
1450.
1450.
Denny's favorite, which is just another random version of a clean one, but
So these might be pretty similar strains that we're looking at.
Denny's favorite 50, the one I used, had in the description that it accentuates the malt and the caramel flavors. It literally says that, so it makes sense that mine would do that.
Well, look at this. Did you see this description? Great choice for big, high alcohol, malt forward beers.
Yep,
Yep.
almost the same color. Say again, mine's a little clearer just because I think it's because it's in the keg, but I think the color. Look at it in the light.
Oh yeah.
Grab
color is
both
almost-
of them. You see, left is mine.
Yeah, like that color is almost identical. It is so similar.
Yeah. So I think this is going to be a good comparison. This is a good way to end this because we started this comparing mine to Gary's because me and Gary brewed together and shared the work, which that was a good comparison. And now I think because of what we initially tasted here, this would be a good way to end this. Compare 'em.
It's the second time we've had a very malt forward.
And it almost looks like the guys at Exit 12 brewed with me and Gary because the color is, I mean, this looks identical.
Yeah.
So it looks like we all split the batch 3 or 4 ways.
But if that's Massachusetts, it was definitely not nearby.
No. So let's do it again. Absolutely, malt forward with some hops. Different, but same idea. Try mine with next to theirs. Obviously, tastes a little different.
Yeah.
But still the same idea. I mean, there's
Very similar,
some
yeah.
malt flavor
Malt.
and
Very
caramel.
malty.
Yeah. Exit 12, I think yours is very similar. It'd be interesting to try Denny's 50 and then I try Joystick sometime because this is very similar, to be honest with you. I think if you just kind of brewed these two and threw them side by side with a blindfold, you probably wouldn't really,
It would be tough.
you wouldn't really know unless you knew, like if I told you, hey, tell the differences, but if I told you this was the same beer and gave it to you, you'd probably think it was.
Yeah.
interested to see what you say on your review of mine now.
And one thing I'd say, like a lot of these along the way, you could see similarities between them, but yours kind of always kind of stood out a little bit from its maltiness. But this one matches up a lot with yours.
I agree. Yeah, I think the closest to mine, and that's not what this was about. Oddly enough, but it's weird that we're in here. Is I think yeah, exactly. Everyone was unique. Everyone tasted different. There was a couple in there, specifically those tart, funky ones that were kind of unique and out there by themselves. And then there was a cluster of them that were all kind of similar, but had slight differences in the citrus and the orange. Mm-hmm. There was one I remember, I forget now, that was a peach forward apricot that was kind of different. Yes. But I'd say if there's 13 of these beers, I would say 5 or 6 of them were all together in a similar profile of orange and citrus and tangerine and things like that. There was one that was peach, and there was maybe 1 or 2 that were out by themselves in funky tart land. And then there was mine, which was malt forward, and now this one matches kind of with that one.
Yeah, I could say that we had a couple that were malt forward, 2 now, that were malt forward. We had a handful, 5 or 6, that were very citrusy, or variations on citrus. We had probably 2 or 3 that were kind of a stone fruit flavor.
Yeah.
Then the funky ones.
So yeah.
It's almost like 4 different categories, I guess.
Yeah. And there was like maybe one or 2 that were just pure, like kind of clean. I still remember that one, maybe it was number 3 or 4 they would try that was just like clean. Like it didn't have...
Like exactly what you expect an IPA to taste like.
Yeah, I can't think of what it was, but...
I wish I could remember which one it was.
But anyways...
Here, so it's hard for me to tell.
It might have been Brian... No, not Brian's, because he did a Vosk, like...
Was it the Cooper
Or did
one?
he? No, hold on. Pick up Short-Circuited Brewing. I think it's one of the cans. Yeah, that one.
No, that one. This one?
Yeah.
That was Dennett's.
Was that the one?
And then this one was the Portly Gentleman.
Which one was the Andy Sandberg one?
Oh, Voss. Yeah, Voss.
That was Voss. That's not the one I'm thinking of, though. I don't know. Wait, whatever. We'll have to go back and watch the video to figure it out, but...
It's a good thing we recorded all of this. Mm-hmm. It'll help us out.
This one here, though, it's an interesting way to end. Very similar to mine. Kind of malt. I mean, hoppy, fruity, but more accentuating on the malt. Which it seems like this joystick does have that in the description, as well as the Denny's favorite that I did also, so that makes sense. Good beer. No, we're 13 for 13. We are done. Not a single beer had any flaws in it.
100% dead on what these beers should be tasting like.
You know, we talked about this as an experiment, not a challenge. You can't pick your favorite. Even if you asked me what my favorite was, I don't think I could.
No,
because
there's no way.
It would depend on my mood at the time, you know?
Yeah.
My favorite for today might be different based on a week from now because they're so different.
Some of them are great for sitting and sipping. Some of them are great for certain types of meals. Like some of these I would want it with a pizza. Some of them obviously I would want with steak.
Yeah.
But it kind of depends. Like it just what are you in the mood for? At the time?
Yeah. So this is really cool. Gary, main brew guy, thank you for putting this on. Thanks for having me down to your house in Naples to brew with you. It was a fun time. This was an awesome experiment.
We need some pint glasses.
What's that?
We need a couple pint glasses.
Yeah, we're going to do the FRANKENBIER next, which is a tradition here at the Hokie Homebrewer garage brewery that I got going on now, I guess. I don't know what to call it anymore.
It wasn't even a garage brewery the last time we did one of these.
I know.
It was a basement brewery.
Yeah, this is a whole new house. For those of you that know, I now live in Florida, Jacksonville. I lived in Atlanta for a while, and haven't made videos in a while, so that's why. But yeah, I got this garage brewery set up now, so we're going to do the FRANKENBIER, which is a mainstay amongst what we do here, and Scott's been part of this, and now that we've tried them all, we mix them together and drink that one beer and act like we're, frat boys again, I guess. Something stupid, but
it's been a few years.
It tastes fine to me. I don't care.
That's just going to be a great beer.
So we're going to go get some pint glasses to do that. But again, thank you, Gary, for the challenge. Scott had a good time, I'm sure.
Always been wonderful.
Every beer was great, and I look forward to seeing the reviews from everyone else and seeing how they match up. Some of the beers me and Scott had more descriptions and things that we could pinpoint. Some of them were kind of...
Some of them were hard to describe.
Hard to describe, yeah.
And then plus some of them I had a few beers beforehand.
That's where we're at now. So that's where the Frankenbier now comes in. So cheers, guys. It's Hokey Homebrew. Scott the Cock. Let's have a good day. And thanks for the experiment. See you later. Now, Frankenbier.
I keep my giant
You in a rush, sir?
different section of the house.
Sounds like you are. Okay.
All right.
Get everything else ready to walk out the door, like all the food and everything. All right, Huckleberry, you ready for a Frankenbier dinner? You ready for a Frankenbier?
It'll be tough. It's a bunch of them to pour. About an ounce each.
We're not going to have enough glassware, like glass room for this. Here goes the Frankenbier. A little bit of each. Here, grab one and be like an ounce each. Oh, you can be pouring too. I mean, well, okay, whatever.
I figured it like just one of us pouring and the other one handing.
That'll work. Finn, get out of here.
He's trying hard.
He's trying really hard.
You know what he loves.
Problem is, I'm going to get too much foam here.
Well, we'll just let it sit for a second.
Frankenbier! Frankenbier! This is what we're taking to the cookout next door. This is our Frankenbier.
They're going to be worried that we're not properly quarantining.
How many we got left? Someone about to... of
Don't
course.
forget yours.
Of course, right at the end. Damn it.
2 more beers.
2 more beers. Okay. Gonna let it sit for a second. Finna.
We make this cookout sound like it's a big thing. It's going to be like 6 people total.
6 people. But
Or is it 5 people? 5 people.
6 people. 6 cool people.
Don't forget your beer.
Yeah, well, there's not much room left. Oh, you better watch him. He's going to knock this shit over.
Yeah, he is. Look at that.
Okay. Finner, come on, man. What the hell? Come on. Look, you need to show some respect. Old man. Old man Finner. He's been around. If you go back and watch some of my old videos, you'll see a young Finner in it. Now you see an old Finner.
He's got a little bit more gray now.
Yep. Good boy. 'Tis a good boy. All right, how do we do this? Splash, a little splash.
Yeah, splash, splash.
Splash some splash of mine. This one seems to be working better. Less foam in that one. Tis splash. Okay. Frankenbiers. The mixture of all of our experiments into one. This is going to make the most delicious beer in all the world. It was the greatest beer in all the world. Cheers.
Cheers.
Ah.
Yeah, she is a good beer.
It's tart, it's fruity, it's citrusy, it's dry, it's malty, it's everything that I ever thought it could be.
That's a good beer. I could definitely drink some of this.
Yeah, it's really actually pretty good. Maybe we should all get together and brew and just mix all of our beers.
I think that should be the new thing.
Actually, really is good. And the color is hazy.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Again, thank you. Thanks to the sponsors, Imperial, Woody's, Hopsteiner, everyone else involved. Main Brew Guy for putting this on and shipping out the beers, and everyone else for participating in making the videos. I look forward to seeing them. Scott's going to watch them.
Beers. I'm excited for that.
Yeah, and we are ready to go to our cookout. We are lit.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Thank you, guys. See you.